went as planned. In fact, it went a little bit better than planned. I really didn't think we'd be able to get the structure to roll to the north as far as we did. Went a bit further than I had hoped, so I'm lucky this morning, so maybe I should go play the lottery or something. But it went very well. There's no damage that we can tell. The initial seismograph readings at the closest structure, which is just over your shoulder here, the reading there was 12 millimeters per second particle velocity, which is quite low. That's about the same as crawling one of the track machines across the site. It was about 47.5 kg of explosives. It's an Australian-New Zealand product called Senatel Magnum. It's got a velocity of about 11,400 feet per second. For technical people, a density of about 1.3 specific gravity. It was placed in 142 holes throughout the structure, primarily on the lower ground floor, upper ground floor, 2nd, 5th, and 9th. The charges began their initiation path in the basement on the side of the building that fell first, and then worked back in the structure, creating that tilt. You notice how the whole building started to tilt and then it sheared away. Well, that was with intent to get the mass moving and to get the vertical columns on an angle where, from an engineering standpoint, the shear loads, the very kind of loads that occur when you have earthquakes, that's what happens to buildings. You get shear loads. And so we intentionally tilted the building so we could take advantage of the shear load potential in the structure. And it just went quite well, quite as planned. The building was a good test for a couple of reasons. Number one, it was young. It was built in 1986. It was a very robust structural frame, which means structurally it was very, very strong with a lot of rebar in the concrete. Concrete was surprisingly hard, harder than the plan said it was supposed to be. And the motion of the building surprised me a little bit. I thought it would be a bit more resistant, but looking at the debris pile over my shoulder, it's quite flat.